Welcome to US Citizenship for Immigrants. The applicant in this video is an immigrant from Singapore. The immigration officer will ask her personal information questions from the new form N-400. Please watch the full video to learn more about her naturalization experience, and please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel.
Good morning, officer.
Good morning. How may I help you today?
I have a Citizenship Naturalization interview at 10 o'clock. Could you please check me in?
May I have your naturalization interview notice, please?
Yes, of course. Here you go.
May I also see your state-issued ID?
Oh yes. Here it is. It's my driver's license.
Thank you. Just a moment. Yes, your US Citizenship Naturalization interview is at 10 a.m. To check you in, I need to take your photo and fingerprints to verify your identity.
Yes, of course.
Can you please put your left index finger on the scanner? All right. Your right index finger, please. Okay. Now for your photo. Please look directly at the camera in front of you. You must not show your teeth in the photo. Just a gentle smile. Eyes fully open. Great. Perfect. Here's a hand sanitizer, just if you need it.
Thank you.
You may now take back your appointment notice. I have attached your waiting number to it. The immigration officer will call that number when it's time for your interview. You may now take a seat at the waiting area.
All right. Thanks again.
You're welcome.
D12. Miss Sarah Wong.
That's me, officer. I'm Sarah Wong.
Hello, I'm Officer Adam Sanders. I'm going to conduct your naturalization interview today.
Nice to meet you, Officer Sanders.
Nice to meet you as well. Please follow me to my office.
Yes, I will.
Please come in, but just remain standing. I have to place you under oath before we start the interview. Please raise your right hand.
Yes, officer.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the statements you are about to make will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing of the truth?
Yes, officer. I do.
All right. You may now put your hand down. Please take a seat.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You understand why you had to take that oath, right?
Yes, officer. I must make a promise to tell everything truthfully.
Good. So, how'd you get here?
Well, my husband drove to get me here. I feel too nervous to drive today.
Oh, don't be. And how was the morning traffic?
Oh, nothing too bad. I live not too far from here.
That's great. So what brings you here today, Ms. Wong?
I'm here for my US Citizenship Naturalization interview.
And have you prepared for this interview, as well as for the tests?
Yes, I have.
Good. Which country are you a citizen of?
Singapore.
Any other languages you speak?
Other than English?
Yes, other than English.
I can speak Mandarin Chinese and Malay.
Oh, that's great. Well, may I have your interview notice now?
Yes, sure. Here it is.
I would also like to see your permanent resident card, your passport, and state-issued identification.
Oh, yes. Here they are, officer.
Thank you. Now let me first go over your N-400 application and see if there has been any changes. Please state your current legal name.
My full legal name is Sarah Wong.
Do you have a middle name?
No.
Have you used any other names or aliases?
No, officer.
Do you want to change your name?
Yes, officer. Just my surname. But there's too many steps and a long process.
Well, yes. But as part of the naturalization process, you have the option to change your name.
Does it include changing a surname?
Yes, you can change your surname to a new surname during the naturalization process.
Oh, that will be great. I thought that only applies for changing a given name.
So, what new name would you like to adopt?
My husband's surname. Miller. I would like to have Wong. Sarah Wong Miller.
All right. Let me update that on your application. It's updated now. If and when you are naturalized, your name will be legally changed without any fee, and it will be printed on your naturalization certificate at your oath ceremony. This will also be the name you'll use in all legal documents.
Oh, that will be great. Thank you so much, officer.
Oh, not at all. All right. Where were you born?
I was born in Bukit Timah, Singapore.
Are you a citizen of Singapore?
Yes, I am.
What is your date of birth?
September 10th, 1985.
What is your race?
I'm Asian.
Is either of your parents a U.S. citizen?
No. Neither of them.
How did you get your green card?
Through family-based I-130 petition.
You are currently married. Is that correct?
Yes, officer. I'm married.
Is your current spouse a US citizen?
Yes, he is.
How many times have you been married?
Just once.
What is your spouse's name?
Kai Miller.
Is your spouse a current member of the U.S. Armed Forces?
No, he is not.
May I see your marriage certificate?
Oh, yes. Here it is.
How many times has your spouse been married?
Just once.
Do you have any children?
No, not yet.
When did you become a lawful permanent resident?
On March 12, 2018.
Why do you want to become an American citizen?
I want to vote and have full rights as a legal citizen.
Where do you currently live?
I live at 3121 Contra Costa Boulevard, Pleasant Hill, California.
Where else have you lived in the past 5 years?
I have lived in the same address.
Is your current physical address also your current mailing address?
Yes, it is.
All right. Are you currently working?
Yes, I am.
What is your current job?
I provide services online as a web and graphic designer.
Have you worked elsewhere in the past 5 years?
No, officer.
If you work for yourself and not for a specific employer, you must write self-employed for the employer name on your application.
Oh, I think I wrote NA on that part. May I have that error corrected?
Yes. I may correct that error here for you.
Thank you, officer.
You're welcome. Can you confirm your social security number?
It's 545-26-1234.
If and when you are naturalized. Do you want the Social Security Administration to issue you an original or replacement Social Security card and update your immigration status?
Yes, officer. I do.
Then you must also answer yes to give your consent for disclosure to receive a card.
Oh, I must have forgotten to tick that box.
Would you like to update your answer and tick yes?
Yes, I give my consent, officer. Could you please update that for me?
Yes, of course.
Thanks again.
All right. Now, let's talk about your time outside the United States. How many times have you left the United States since you became a legal permanent resident?
6 times.
When and where was your last trip abroad?
Last summer. I went to France.
How long did you stay in France?
For weeks.
What was the purpose of your trip?
Vacation. While at the same time, work-related.
In your last trip abroad, do you remember the day you returned to the United States?
Yes, officer. I was back in California on July 24, 2023.
All right. Now, are you ready for the Civics Test?
Yes, I am.
I will ask you up to 10 questions about American history and government. You only need to answer 6 correctly to pass the test. Have you studied the 2008 version of the Civics Test?
Yes, officer. With 100 questions.
Good. Here's your first question. Who was the president during World War I?
Woodrow Wilson.
Correct. Second question. What are 2 cabinet-level positions?
Secretary of Education. Secretary of Energy.
That's correct. Third question. What is the capital of your state?
My state? Sacramento.
That's right. Fourth question. How many U.S. senators are there?
100.
That's correct. Fifth question. What was one problem that led to the Civil War?
Slavery.
That's right. Sixth question. When was the Constitution written?
1776?
I'm sorry, but your answer is incorrect. The Constitution was written in 1787.
Oh, I forgot. Yes, it was 1787.
That's okay. Let's move on to the next question. Can you tell me what the Constitution does?
Could you please repeat the question, officer?
Yes, of course. Can you tell me what the Constitution does?
The Constitution?
Yes, the Constitution. What does the Constitution do?
It sets up the, government.
Yes, that's right. You have finally answered 6 questions correctly. You have passed the civics test portion of this interview.
Oh, finally. That made me feel so nervous.
Oh, don't worry. You're doing great.
Thank you.
Now, let's move on to the English reading and writing tests. We will use the tablet for the reading test. For the writing test, you will use the stylus to write on the tablet. Now please look at the tablet in front of you. When you see a sentence, please read it out loud for me.
What is the capital of the United States?
Great. You may now take the stylus. I need you to listen carefully and write this sentence on the tablet. The capital of the United States is Washington, D.C.
Could you please repeat that, officer?
The capital of the United States is Washington, D.C. That's correct. You just passed the English reading and writing tests as well.
Thank you.
I will now go over Part 9 of your application. These are the additional information about you. All right. Have you ever claimed to be a U.S. citizen?
No.
Have you ever voted in any election in the United States?
No, I have not.
Have you ever been declared legally incompetent?
No.
Do you currently owe any overdue federal, state, or local taxes in the United States?
No, never. I always file my taxes on time.
Have you been a member of, involved in, or in any way associated with any communist or totalitarian party anywhere in the world?
No.
Have you ever participated in kidnapping, assassination, hijacking, or sabotage of an airplane, ship, vehicle, or other mode of transportation?
No.
Have you ever sold or smuggled illegal drugs or narcotics?
No, officer.
Have you ever engaged in prostitution?
Oh, no, never.
Have you ever procured anyone or import prostitutes or persons for the purpose of prostitution?
No, I have not.
Have you ever married someone in order to obtain an immigration benefit?
No, officer.
Have you ever helped anyone to enter or try to enter the United States illegally?
No.
Have you ever made any misrepresentation to obtain any public benefit in the United States?
No, officer.
Have you ever been arrested, cited, detained, or confined by any law enforcement officer, military official, or immigration official in the U.S. for any reason?
No, I have not.
Do you support the Constitution and form of government of the United States?
Yes, I do.
What is a constitution?
It's the supreme law of the land.
That's right. Will you obey the laws of the United States?
Yes, I will.
Do you understand and are you willing to take the oath of allegiance to the United States?
Yes, officer.
What is an oath of allegiance?
A promise to be loyal to the United States.
If the law requires it, are you willing to bear arms on behalf of the United States?
Yes, I am.
If the law requires it, are you willing to perform non-combatant services in the U.S. Armed Forces?
Yes, I am.
Can you give an example of a non-combatant service?
I can speak 3 languages fluently, so I can provide translation services or be an interpreter.
Awesome answer. And are you willing to perform work of national importance under civilian direction?
Yes, I am.
All right, please review your application on the tablet and make sure that all your information is correct. Then sign your name and hit Accept.
Yes, officer.
All right. Now there's a copy of your naturalization interview results. You have passed the civics, the English reading and writing tests, the interview, as well as all the necessary requirements for US citizenship. So, congratulations.
Oh, I'm so happy. Thank you so much, officer.
You're most welcome. Please review the oath of allegiance on the tablet. By signing your name, you are affirming that you will take the oath of allegiance on the day of your naturalization ceremony.
Yes, officer. I've completed it, officer. I have reviewed the oath of allegiance, and I signed it.
Perfect. I will now submit your application for approval. Once the approval is granted, we will send you a letter in the mail stating the date, time, and location of your oath ceremony. Do you have any questions?
Yes, officer. How long do I have to wait for my oath ceremony?
Well, it can vary depending on several factors. It can be as short as a few weeks or up to months. You can check your case status online for up-to-date information.
I see. Well, thank you so much, Officer Sanders.
You are most welcome. Again, congratulations.
For more US citizenship tests, mock interviews, and study guides, please click on the subscribe button and notification bell now so you won't miss our latest videos.